From the hills of Jerusalem to the olive groves of Nablus, from the shores of Gaza to the ancient streets of Hebron, there exists a land whose soul cannot be silenced, a land that has witnessed empires rise and fall, yet still stands, scarred but not broken. This is Palestine. It is not just a name on a map, it is a heartbeat. It is a cry in the silence, a prayer whispered in the winds, a flag held high even when the sky is falling. For every stone that has been thrown, every tear that has been shed, and every dream that has dared to survive, Palestine reminds the world of the unshakable will of a people who refuse to surrender their identity. In the face of occupation, they plant olive trees. In the shadow of injustice, they raise their children with hope. And in every corner of the earth where their voices echo, one truth stands tall. You can erase buildings, you can steal land, but you can never crush the spirit of a people born to be free. This is not just about politics, this is about humanity, about dignity, about the undying flame of a nation that still believes in tomorrow. So open your hearts, because what you're about to hear is not just a story of struggle, it is a story of courage, a story of home, a story of Palestine. Palestine stands as a symbol of resilience, a land where the strength of its people echoes louder than the bombs that try to silence them. For generations, Palestinians have endured unimaginable trials, displacement, occupation, and injustice. Yet, they rise again and again with unshakable dignity. Their struggle is not just for land, but for the fundamental right to exist freely, with honor and humanity. To speak of Palestine is to honor the mothers who raise warriors with love, the youth who resist with hope, and a nation that refuses to let its spirit be broken. Their fight is our collective call to justice. Palestine holds a profound place in the heart of human history, where civilizations rose, faiths were born, and cultures flourished. Its cities, Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Hebron, stand as living museums of ancient glory and spiritual legacy. As a land sacred to three major religions, its significance transcends borders and beliefs. For centuries, Palestinian culture has thrived through rich traditions of storytelling, embroidery, music, and cuisine. It has gifted the world with poets, thinkers, and artists whose voices echo far beyond its boundaries. Palestine is not just a place, it is a symbol of heritage, identity, and an enduring connection to the roots of humanity. For over 7 decades, Palestine has endured a relentless struggle marked by occupation, displacement, and a daily fight for dignity and survival. Yet, within the heart of this suffering lies an unbreakable spirit of resistance. It is a resistance not defined solely by defiance on the ground, but by poetry written in exile, classrooms built amid ruins, and families preserving identity through generations. It lives in the songs, the art, the traditions passed down like sacred inheritance. Against walls and weapons, Palestinians stand united, undaunted, unyielding, proving that resistance is not just a right, but a way of living with purpose, pride, and hope. Amidst destruction and displacement, the people of Palestine continue to rise each day with unwavering resilience and hope. Their strength is seen in the laughter of children playing beside rubble, in students studying by candlelight, in families passing down the keys to homes they were forced to leave but never forget. Hope lives in every mother's prayer, in every father's determination, in every youth's dream of peace and freedom. It is a quiet defiance, a belief that justice will prevail. Palestine teaches the world that even when the sky darkens, the human spirit can still shine, unbroken, unbent, and full of light. In a world that often turns a blind eye to injustice, the call for global solidarity with Palestine grows louder. Justice knows no borders, and neither should compassion. People from every nation, background, and belief have a role to play in standing with those who are oppressed. The Palestinian struggle is a human one, about dignity, freedom, and the right to exist. When we raise our voices, share their stories, and demand accountability, we build a bridge of unity that crosses continents. Solidarity is not just support, it is a powerful reminder that humanity is bound together by truth, empathy, and a shared sense of justice. The call to action for Palestine begins with belief in justice, in freedom, and in the unshakable truth that every people deserve the right to live with dignity. But belief alone is not enough. It must lead to action. Raise your voice against oppression, amplify Palestinian stories, support humanitarian efforts, and educate those around you. Be an advocate in your community, online and beyond. Let your compassion translate into meaningful support. Every signature, every march, every conversation matters. The road to a free Palestine is paved not only by those who suffer, but by those who stand beside them in solidarity and purpose. Imagine a free Palestine where children wake to the sound of birds, not bombs, where families gather under olive trees, not behind checkpoints, where the call to prayer echoes peacefully across the land, mingling with church bells and the laughter of children playing without fear. A land where identity is no longer a target but a celebration. In this vision, justice is not a dream, it is reality. Dignity is restored, voices are heard, and wounds begin to heal. A free Palestine is not just possible, it is inevitable because truth cannot be buried, and hope, once ignited, becomes a force no power can silence.